Hello, everyone. It's Lori Staley, Addicted Stamper. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator outside of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time visiting, I'm so happy that you stopped by. I am live every Tuesday at noon, except for next week. I'm actually having eye surgery next Tuesday, so I will not be live at my normal time. And I'm not sure when I will be able to go live again, as I won't have any sight in that eye for quite a little bit of time. So hopefully I'll be back the following Tuesday, which I think is the 4th, April 4th, April 3rd, April 5th, somewhere in that range, whatever that Tuesday is. So if you're first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Please come back the first Tuesday in April. Hopefully I will be able to be live then. But we are here today and I have some really pretty spring cards to share with you. So good morning or good afternoon, Corinne. Yes, it is afternoon, isn't it? I'm watching the screen pretty close because right as I went to go live, the orientation flipped and I had to go back and fix that. And then it wiped out the title to my live video here. So I'll have to fix that after the fact. All right, so let's talk a little bit housekeeping. First of all, these are the Just Cards that are laying in front of me. If you're not familiar with Just Cards, with a minimum $35 product order on my website, which is addictedstamper.stampinup.net, using the March hostess code, which is there for you, you can earn these card kits for free. You get one of each with envelopes, all the embellishments, all the die cutting, all the embossing, all of that is done for you. So really, you just have to supply the inks and the adhesives. Sorry, hold on. The inks and the adhesives and the stamps. And most of these are just using greetings. So you can substitute any greeting that you might have in your stash. If you're local, I do a in-person class the second Wednesday of every month, which I believe this April, it will be the 9th at 3 p.m. So you're welcome to join us, or you can do a porch pickup. If you're long distance, we ask for $4 postage to get those mailed out to you. And we send them out about the same time as the class. So you could expect them by certainly before the middle of April. Okay. You can also purchase the class outright if you prefer for $15. Again, local porch pickup or attend the class, or $19 with the postage to ship them to you. And you have 5 beautiful cards with envelopes. Okay. So that's the Just Cards for the month. I can't believe we're on March 21st. In one way, I'm like, oh my goodness, where's the month going? And the other way, I'm like, okay, please, can we get to past the 28th? I'll be much happier when we're past the 28th. The other thing I want to remind you of, sorry, my voice is funny. I haven't really spoken to anyone yet this morning, is that there's a new paper pumpkin kit coming, right? All the little things, paper pumpkin. You can subscribe if you're not already a subscriber until April 10th. And receive this kit. It's going to have some beautiful iridescent foil pieces in it. I can't wait to see those. It's also going to provide us with a little divider that I think we can repurpose our paper pumpkin box with and store our ink spots in. So how cool is that? And of course, it's 9 cards, 3 different designs with envelopes. And you usually have some extra pieces left over that you can do creating on your own with. You can also go rogue with the designs and create your own designs. And I do paper pumpkin here. Usually I try to do it the 2nd or 3rd Tuesday of the month after it's released, so that you have not only some video that you can watch to help you put the actual cards together that they recommend, but also I provide an alternate or two. So you can check back for that. But if you're not a subscriber, that's a great time to hop in and get a little bit of a bonus there. And then here is a sneak peek of something I'm announcing later this week. This is a Ringed with Nature class. That is a bundle that actually carried over from the fall mini catalog. And this is a fun fold class. So every one of the cards that you would be designing in this class has some fun fold feature to it. Okay, this one opens up like this. This, of course, is an easel card. This will stand as well. I know it's hard to see standing cards on the video because the camera's above. This one has the front flap over. Okay. And then this one is a bookbinding gatefold card. And so it opens up like that. So we did the bookbinding in the opposite orientation at the 4¼ by 11, and then created our gatefold on the front. You will receive enough supplies to make 2 of each of the cards with envelopes. You also will get 24 sheets of 6x6 paper. This was the coordinating designer series paper that was free with Celebration when this was released. So if you've used up all yours or you didn't get it, now's a great time to stock back up on that fabulous paper. Coordinates beautifully with the different images in the stamp set and the dies. And that is a hybrid bundle, by the way. You're also going to receive a pack of the champagne rhinestones, and you will receive via email a full color PDF that will show you and tell you how to make the cards. Okay. So that announcement's coming out later this week, and make sure you sign up when you see that if you want the class, because I only have 8 spots available. So I don't want it to sell out and you not be able to get in. Okay. All right. And then I think the last thing I wanted to mention was we made these beautiful cards with that kaleidoscope kit. And the winner of these, this was the alternate, right? And these were the 3 cards, the 3 designs that we did together. And the winner of these is Debbie Franklin. And Debbie, I know you said you were traveling today, so you wouldn't be able to watch the live, but congratulations, my friend. And these will be coming out your way. And I hope you're having a safe trip. So yes, remember to comment, give me a thumbs up, share the video. Certainly subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber. All of those things get you entries into the drawing for the projects that we make together. And today I have 2 fabulous spring cards to share with you, both of which I'm using the Nature's Prints set. So the Nature's Prints is in the annual catalog. Like I put in my description, it's been sitting on my shelf probably since the catalog came out, because it was one I purchased early on. I loved it, but I haven't given it any love. So today I thought I would use it to share some cards with you. So you can see all the great images in there. The font is a nice thin fancy font, a little bit script, I guess is the word I would use. You've got a great splatter stamp here, and then these images. All of that, maybe not the flowers so much, but certainly these 3 images are appropriate for masculine or feminine cards. But the star of the show on our first project is going to be the dies. And it's going to be this wreath. So I pulled this out for this label on another project. I think it might have been the first time, maybe the second time I'd used the dies. And however, if I used it before, I totally missed that we had this wreath image in there. And I've been missing a wreath, so I was thrilled. And then I had to design a card with it. So that's what we're going to start with today. This card I actually did in my stamp club that meets monthly. And we turned it into an Easter card. And apparently it's going to be a surprise project for you because I don't have the original here. So that's okay. We will make it together. How about that? So we're starting with a base of pale papaya. And remember, guys, the in colors, the 21-23 in colors are retiring. I'm seeing a ton of low inventory for a lot of our colors, not just the in colors. And we are doing a color renovation, right? That's being announced along with the retiring list at the end of the month. And we'll be sharing that information with you just as soon as we can, so that you know what colors are retiring. But if you have colors that you love, you definitely want to order them now before they're gone, because they're going to go, and they're going to go fast. May already be gone by the time the announcement comes out. So don't wait, because you'll be disappointed and then you won't be able to continue to use your colors that you are in love with. There will be new colors coming out. There will be returning colors coming back. Probably ones that were previous in colors will become part of the core 40 color collection. But I'm telling you, When I say they're going to go like that, they're going to go like that if they haven't already gone. So make sure you are stocked up on those that you don't want to stop working and creating with. Okay. I know I say it every video, but I'm serious because every year, immediately after the announcement, somebody tries to order and then they're disappointed. So I don't want that to happen to you. All right. So I have used the Distressed Gold, which is also in the annual catalog. This is a layer of Evening Evergreen. I put adhesive sheet on the back. So adhesive sheet comes in a package. It's 6 by 12. You can cut it to whatever size you need. You mount it to the back of the piece of cardstock, specialty paper, whatever you're using, that you want it to be sticky, right? And I wanted this grid to be sticky because I would not want to try to put fine glue or Tombow liquid glue. Hey, good morning, Carol. Good morning, Donna. Hi, Corinne. I would not want this to be something I had to put some kind of liquid glue on. So I put the adhesive sheet on the back, and that's just as easy as that to mount it to our cardstock. We're going to go ahead and mount that layer to our card front. And then we pre-cut the wreaths. So this, I love this wreath. I love the different shapes of the greens in it. But what I didn't necessarily love was this little rogue guy up here that just kind of stuck out funny. So I trimmed him off to make it just a little bit more circular, right? I think it's time to sharpen my, there we go. And we're going to go ahead and mount this. Well, actually, we're not. I'll tell you what we're going to do first. So the other thing that I feature on this card is the Regency paper, Regency Park paper. This you're going to find in the mini catalog. And you can see it's all kinds of florals, but the backs are neutrals for the most part. Some polka dots. That's a cane, the cane weave. Love that pattern. But lots of pretty florals. Love that one as well. So these are the basic folder, embossing folder patterns that I'm seeing here, which, you know what, that literally just, I realized that, that those two were some of the basics. Some stripes, more cane, more polka dots. So very pretty paper, but guess what? There's a punch that comes in that collection of products. It really is. It really pops, doesn't it? I know. And it's great for Christmas time too. That Evening Evergreen, man, I don't know. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that they bring Evening Evergreen back as a core color, but I'm trying to figure out what it would replace. Maybe Shaded Spruce. Maybe Shaded Spruce, but we don't really have another dark green, do we? But this punch coordinates with this paper. So you can actually punch your flowers out of the paper. How cool is that, right? And you can get, I think on this particular pattern, we could get 4 sets out of the paper. And it probably coordinates with another pattern in here. Maybe that one. Yeah, probably that one. I just didn't test it. I just went with the one that I was using for this project. So let's grab that. I've been in Gettysburg. I was in Gettysburg all day. I did 12 hours in Gettysburg yesterday. My husband's down there today. I'm back down there tomorrow. He's back down there Thursday. There's a lot of work being done. But it's all moving us forward. So here are the flowers that we punched out. I probably have more here than I need, so I'll just save them for another project. But we've got the blue and the petal pink, the mango melody. That is the colors that we're featuring. Such springy colors too, don't you think? All right, so let's just, I think those are going to all be extra, so I'm going to put them aside. So we are going to mount to our imagery here, and I think I'm going to go, oops, see one little piece that didn't pop out. And that's the other nice thing with this. It pops out so beautifully. We're going to orient it in that manner. And I'm going to start down here with a pink and probably do a small blue. And then we're going to put a mango and we're going to work our way around repeating that pattern. Okay. And I like to lay my flowers down before I actually design or mount them, I should say, just so I can see if I like it or not. And yeah, I do like that. So, okay, so we're going to start. You can use Tombow liquid glue. You can use adhesive, glue dots, whatever works best for you. I'm just going to do a little Tombow. And I'm doing this first before I mount the wreath, because we're going to put the wreath on the project with some dimensionals. So going ahead and mounting the flowers will allow us to strategically place those dimensionals then, so you won't see them through the wreath. There is always a method to my madness. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it, but trust me, there is. Spin that one around a little bit, fill that up a little more. Oops, not enough glue. And I'm leaving that opening at the bottom because we're going to add a bow. We're going to bring in some of that pretty open weave pale papaya ribbon. Okay, so there we have our wreath. Now we're going to flip it over. Gather these out of the way. So using a punch to get your flowers out is very quick and easy. Hey, Karen. Hey, Karen, do you know I have projects here for you, my friend, that you won? I was going to text you, but I've been running like a lunatic trying to prepare. So, but I do have them. We're going to grab our dimensionals and just pop some on here on the back. You can see I can get them positioned right behind the flowers. So no peekaboos. No peekaboos. And I'm going to put a few extra on just because I don't want this to get smashed going through the mail. And I'm going to keep my opening down at the center so that I can put let's bring it down just a little bit to fill this in a little more. Okay. Then I have this cute little greeting set. Now, we made this a Easter card in Club, and I'm going to do another Easter card. So I promise to get this out to you in time for Easter if you're the winner of the cards today. Easter blessings. That I'm going to mount flat. And if you noticed, I kept the dimensionals out to the sides of the wreath so that I could slip this in underneath. All right, just, whoops. I didn't want you down there. It has a mind of its own today. Just lift that up a little bit. And there we go. So there's our Easter blessings. And then we're going to bring in our bow. We're going to grab a glue dot. Yeah, let me know if you're going to be over this way or if you want me to pop them in the mail to you. They're Easter, so we want to get them to you sooner rather than later, Karen. And then I'm going to put it on just at a little jaunty angle and trim off my tail just a little bit. So there is the front of the card. And I struggled, so I left it blank for the ladies to do what they liked at club. But in prepping for today, oh, and if you want to know where Easter Blessings came from, it came out of the Daffodil Daydream stamp set. Again, this one's in the annual catalog. So if I'm a betting woman, it's going to retire. It's been around. I think this is its second catalog. I think it was initially launched in a spring mini. So I have a feeling it's going to retire. And as far as that really pretty distressed gold die cut, that came from the Organic Beauty dies that coordinate with the True Beauty. Right. Oops. So there's that. It's a nice sturdy die. Big one. Again, annual catalog. So everything but the flowers and the punch used to create the flowers on this particular project came out of the annual catalog. And then I'm going to bring in, so, okay, so this is what I decided to do on this project. Tell me if you think it works. Do you remember Perched in Nature? This was in our holiday catalog. Well, wishing you abundant joy and peace. I thought that might work. It's a great Christmas greeting, but it can be an Easter greeting too, don't you think? And I stamped that in the Evening Evergreen. Oh, thank you, Carol. All right, so let's go ahead and mount this. And you know what? Just because we have them, I'm going to pop one of those little flowers down there since I have the extra ones. What do you think? Think that works for Easter? Awesome. Isn't it always nice when you see something you want to do and you already have the set? Okay. All right, so that's our first spring Easter card. Now let me clean this up and pull the second spring card in. Okay, so this one we're going to do a little folding of our designer series paper. This particular design's been around for a little while. I'm using the one moment, please. I'll tell you. It just flew right out of my head. Designer series paper coordinates with the teacup bundle. It is, or actually this might be the butterfly paper now that I think about it. This is the butterfly paper. And that is Butterfly Kisses. And that's also in the annual catalog. Page 131 is where you'll find it with all the different designer series papers. But you'll also find it in the Butterfly Kisses suite on page 36. So this is what it looks like. Okay. So lots of bright colors, some starry sky in there, but we're using Parakeet Party, Fresh Freesia, Calypso Coral. Yeah, we could add a couple of eggs to the wreath. That's a great idea. Yep, absolutely. All right, so we have a layer of Parakeet Party. That's what we're going to mount our designer series papers on. We have our insert. Grab those. Okay, guys, please send me some good wishes because I have a really scratchy throat this morning and I cannot get sick. I need this surgery behind me. Oh my gosh, can't do it. All right, so here is how you're going to fold your designer series paper to get this look, okay? And you're going to use your ruler. You're going to use, the size of this paper is 2.5 by 1 7/8. Okay, so each one of the quadrants is 2.5 by 1 7/8. Portrait orientation. And we are going to, man, sorry guys. We are going to measure this out at 1 inch. I'm working on the bottom left quadrant. So we're going to make a tick mark at 1 inch. And then we're going to turn it to the right, a quarter turn. And we're going to make a tick mark at 1 5/8 inch. Okay. And then we're just going to fold that to those tick marks. Ooh, as it pops right out of my hand. You could put this on your trimmer if you wanted help getting that fold, or you can do it in your fingers. Let's do the one beside it. Again, portrait orientation. This time, long side, 1 7/8, or 1 5/8, sorry, 1 5/8. Oh, don't bump your paper when you're doing it. 1 5/8 on your long edge. And then 1 inch on your short edge. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold it this direction this time. And the fact that our DSP is our designer series paper is slightly thinner than our cardstock allows you to make this fold pretty easily. She says that she just missed the mark on that one. There we go. And then if you think your marks are showing, just take your eraser and go back in and remove them. Okay. I did do the other two, but the same thing. On the long edge, you're coming down 1 5/8, and on the short edge, you're coming in 1. So there are our pieces. And ideally, they're going to line up perfectly for us. We're going to go ahead and mount those onto our layer of Parakeet Party. I almost said Pretty Peacock. It's on my brain because I know it's coming back. Hey, Betty, good to see you. Yeah, thieves is a good idea. And I know that. I just forget about it. Thank you for that reminder, though, because yes, I will absolutely do that. He actually went to the doctor yesterday because and they told him it's allergies. So I'm hoping that's all this is. Because like I said, I really need this behind me. I'm leaving about 1/8 of an inch border. And brights are not usually my thing, but I thought this went together so pretty. And I'm trying to make sure my edges are aligned, right? We're going to bring this piece in. I think on this one, I might have left a little bit wider border on the sides. You can do it either way. And you can also decide if you want to tape your little flaps down or leave them up. This one I taped down. I think this one I'll leave up. I like it both ways. Okay, so that's how easy it is to create that cute little look. Then we're going to mount this to our card front. I'm going to burnish that a little bit. Okay. And then we have, and I cut two just in case, because you know me. If you watch me, you know. We're going to pop that in there. We're going to stamp it first. Again, I'm using the Nature's Prints, right? So here's where I'm going to use that fun font. Just a cute little hello there. We're going to stamp that in Calypso Coral. Remember to give me a thumbs up, guys, if you're liking what you're seeing. Please, that does help me, as well as sharing and subscribing and commenting. Oh, those things are fabulous. Okay, so we've got our hello there. I do think that's a really cool font. That I'm going to pop up on dimensionals. I wasn't planning quite that many, but I guess I'm going for it. Oh my, I am so sorry. Somebody does not know I have a live at noon. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't kill the feed. I forgot to turn it off. Usually I have it in airplane mode so I can't get a call. How cute. So I actually think I like it better with them popped up. What do you think? We're going to add a fun flower up there. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Karen. Okay. Out of the bag. I used to say I wanted my retirement job to be naming the colors for Stampin' Up. Now I think I want my retirement job to be redesigning the embellishment packaging. What do you think? And that carries our line of parakeet. Oh, they really want me. That carries the line of our parakeet party down into the greeting. Yep, that would be my husband. Now he knows better than to call me at this time. No, wait. All right, we're going to finish this up with a little embellishment on the inside that kind of carries our floral image over. Okay, so first we're going to stamp You're on My Mind. The funny thing is he's in Gettysburg today because of this live. Oh, it's heck getting old. Our memories just are not what they used to be. But I think that resembles, whoo, that was close. That resembles our floral images. And we're going to use, I've got the light Highland Heather and the dark Blackberry Bliss, which I'm going to feather on these lines that the artist put into the flowers. Just a little random shading. Okay. And then we're going to come in and color with the light Highland Heather. Could also use your fresh freesia if you don't have the Highland Heather. I'm going to go with the bullet tip. I just feel like I have more control with the bullet tip. Plus I can blend a little better with the bullet tip. And you know, I had to get my purple in here somewhere, right? Okay. We're also going to do this down here. I've got dark so saffron for the center of my flower. Crushed curry, I think, is the color that's on the designer series paper, but we don't have crushed curry blends. Hopefully we will someday, but we have a lot of yellows, so maybe not. I love the blends too. I do, I do. And that's going to go on the inside. Okay, so there is our second project, and here is our first. And popped or not popped? Popped or not popped? What do you think? Do you like the DSP being popped open, or do you like it taped down? Curious minds want to know. Give you a minute to answer, and then we'll wrap up. And you don't even like to color. But the blends can change that, can't they, Donna? Yes, I know. I'm not a big colorer either, but I love to color with our blends. They are fabulous. And that's another great thing to stock up on here before the new catalog transitions. Especially in those favorite colors, so that you will have them for a while, right? Oh, Betty, is that what happened? Because I didn't accept it either. Because I thought you were hacked. I will. All right. I'm going to let you go. I hope you have a fabulous day. If you follow me or you don't, and you want to see more, I'll be live on my Facebook page, Lori Staley, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, Thursday morning at 10 and Sunday night at 8. And then I will be off for a few days. Depending on how it goes, I'm kind of hoping to be able to be live over on Facebook next Thursday, but it will depend. It will depend on how it goes and how much sight I have at that point. So, or we could just do it and have a heck of a good time laughing at Lori and how she can stamp with one eye. Anyway, guys, take care, be safe, and thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye.